This week has been full of ups and downs, and I just want to share that when you have people in your life who are willing to give you good or share good with you, can make such a difference. I had a friend come and visit, and we were just having a discussion, and he mentioned that he had been watching a series on purpose by a minister out in Maryland, where I used to live, where he still lives. And he was just going on and on and on about how wonderful and how blessed he had been because of the messages he received. So of course I asked him, who was it? And I wrote it down. So come to find out, it was a pastor named Keith Battle of Zion Church. And the series was 9 parts. And it was really great. And as I was listening to number 2, one of my friends inboxed me on Facebook and was having kind of a challenge. And I said, you know what? Why don't you check this out? And I sent her the link. Then later that day, I was talking to somebody, and, she was having a challenge. And I said, you know what? This has really been great. Why don't you listen to this link? And so both of them have continued to listen, and it's really blessed them and made them feel good. And they, said some things about it and have just blossomed as a result of, I think, number 1 is being willing. Number 2 is trying things out. And number 3 is listening to what it is and getting the best that you can get out of whatever the message is. It's kind of like these videos I do. I try to think about what's worked for me and then share it. And sometimes you might try it or you might not. Yesterday, a girlfriend was visiting, and she was talking about Oprah and Iyanla, and they were having a conversation. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but what I got out of it was Iyanla said when she is really trying to connect with God, she does 3 things. She'll say, depending on what the situation or I guess the urgency is, number 1, help me, God. Number 2, help me now, God. And number 3, thank you, God. And she said those basically cover everything. And I thought that was really good because it was so simple. And so when we were talking about it. And I thought, you know what, this is really good and I could use that. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to add something. I'm going to say, help me, God. Help us, God. Help us now, God. And thank you, God. So isn't it great to be able to build on something? But look at how simple that is, and you'll remember it and you can use it for yourself. So I want to challenge you during this leadership challenge time to think about 3 to 5 pieces of advice you've gotten over your life, or 3 to 5 good things somebody shared with you, and just choose every day to just share something with somebody. I'm not talking about all the lists. I'm not talking about preaching, and I'm not talking about necessarily posting them on Facebook. But wouldn't it be wonderful just to share something good somebody shared with you? You never know what's going on with the person. You never know what they need, and you can feed their spirit. And it can be about business. It can be about life. It can be about relationships. It could just be something that helps get them through the next minute or the next second. I'm Jolena Johnson. I hope this has been helpful. I wish you the very best, and I'll see you soon.